Hi everyone, my name is Evan here at Ease into Flow. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. I'm really excited to have you here because I am actually kicking off a really great series for the month of August. It is the mid-year reset. So what we'll be doing each Monday in August, there will be a yoga flow just as normal, but there will be about 2 minutes towards the end where there will be a journal prompt that is similar to the theme of the yoga flow, where we will reflect and really kind of look within ourselves. I think August is a really great time to kind of relook at your goals and at yourself, because there's so many new things that you've learned, and you've probably became a new person since when you set your goals for the new year up until now. It's a great time of the year, I feel like, to reflect. There aren't any major really big US holidays. Travel starts to slow down, and then school and routines kind of start back up again. So thank you so much for joining me today. You just need your yoga mat. For this flow, you do not need a yogi block or a small pillow, but if you'd like to use them, you can. And just need a glass of water nearby, and you can grab your journal towards the end, and we'll go ahead and get started in seated pose. All right. So nestling yourself on the mat and relaxing your shoulders. We'll take 3 deep cleansing breaths together. Inhale and exhale. Once more, inhale and exhale. See if you can do it one more time. Inhale and exhale. Sigh it out. Letting your shoulders relax, letting your jaw relax. We'll slowly begin to create circles with our neck. Towards the left side of our body. Gently. And then we'll go the opposite way. Two more rounds. Bringing yourselves back up into center. We'll slowly then make our way into a lazy up dog here. Gently stretching out our spine, opening up our heart as we inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. We'll then begin to move into a bit of a dynamic movement where we will bring our big toes to touch and widen our knees and bring ourselves back into child's pose. And then slowly bring ourselves back into lazy up dog. So we have about 4 rounds at your own pace into child's pose. Back into a lazy up dog. Awakening the spine, our abs, bring yourselves into our final lazy up dog. And then bring yourselves all the way down to the mat. Getting on the balls of our feet, press up into high plank as we exhale, downward facing dog. Grounding through the triads of our hands. We'll pedal out our feet as we inhale and exhale. We'll slowly begin to tiptoe and make our way up to the top of our mat. Just make a little bit of a thigh to belly connection in our ragdoll pose. You can grab your wrist or the outside of your elbows and allow yourself just to surrender here for a brief moment. And then slowly beginning to raise up into mountain pose. We'll circle sweep our arms. We'll move forward into one sun salutation. As we exhale, surrender forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to shin. Spine and neck are neutral. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, get big. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your palms, step back into plank. You can also drop your knees as well. Press forward 2 inches. Chaturanga Dandasana, giving that 90-degree bend. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep cleansing breath. Inhale, rise to your toes. Exhale, step, hop, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, sweep up into chair pose. Keeping a healthy hip width length distance with your feet and your pinkies dialed in towards one another. Shoulders are relaxed, tailbone is tucked in. Keeping all edges of the feet planted firmly on the mat. As we exhale into diver's pose, a little bit of a balance challenge here on the balls of our feet as we inhale and exhale. Arms are straight behind us as we lift up. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana with our left leg now. Using our lower abs to create the lowercase h shape as we inhale, then exhale. Inhale, exhale, Shiva squat, meeting the left knee behind the right as we briefly squat. Inhale, open up, warrior 2. Creating that T-shape alignment on the mat here and bending into our front knee. We should be able to see our 2 biggest toes as we're rounding out through the outside edges of our right foot. Still keeping strong arms as we inhale and exhale. Our core is engaged in helping us stay lifted. As we inhale into star pose and then exhale, creating the T shape with our left foot now being in front into a humble warrior. Facing our left side as we inhale and exhale. Balancing now through the outside edges of our left foot here and using our core to keep our torso engaged As we inhale, exhale, sweep into a wide-legged forward fold, into a high runner's lunge, and take your flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep cleansing breath, inhale. Exhale, open mouth, sigh it out. Inhale. Exhale, open mouth, sigh it out. Inhale, rise to your toes. Exhale, step, hop, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, sweep up into chair pose, making any adjustments you need while keeping a healthy hip width length distance with your feet. So we inhale and then exhale, sink deeper. Inhale, rising onto the balls of our feet for divers as we inhale and exhale, lower, lifting up now with our right leg now for one-legged Tadasana, engaging that core and keeping a water bend in our left leg, and our pinkies are dialed towards one another, relaxing the shoulders here as we inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, Shiva squat. Keeping that bend and then that right knee behind the left, and then opening up, warrior two. Right? And then I'll swap this side. So I'm still positioned to the left. I just don't want my back facing you all, like I always say. All right, here we are in our warrior two, facing forward with our front left foot now. Our knee is right between our two biggest toes that we should be able to see. So we inhale and exhale, deepen. Begin to reach up into star pose, and then exhale, begin to transition over with our right foot now being front for humbled warrior. As we inhale and exhale, still keeping our torso engaged here and our gaze to the ground. As we inhale, exhale, gently release as we sweep forward in a wide-legged forward fold into high runners and taking our flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, we'll meet on our mats now. Just bringing our legs in front of us here into a forward fold as we reach up, and then bring our bodies over just for a brief stretch. We'll hold here for the next 3 breaths. And then slowly release. And so next we'll move forward with our journaling section of the class today. So you feel free to grab some water and your journal or your phone, whatever you need right now to be able to kind of get your thoughts out. We'll go ahead and get started with that. And so for the journal prompt I have for us today for the mid-year reset is list 3 new things that you have learned about yourself for the first half of this year. And so each journal prompt will take about a minute, minute and a half to be able to get your thoughts down. All right, well, that concludes this session's mid-year reset. If you are new here and you do not want to miss out on the rest of the mid-year resets for August or all of the additional flows that are on the Ease into Flow channel, please subscribe so you can join our community. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'm so grateful that you were able to practice with me today. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.